Man, I swear that I'm a real one, I ain't never losing. And now I'm so caught they spin, but they don't never do shit. I'm in these streets, this shit is real, man, I ain't picking choosing. I gotta get rich before I die, I'm focused on the music. And I swear that I'm a real one, I ain't never losing. And now I'm so caught they spin, but they don't never do shit. I'm in these streets, this shit is real, man, I ain't picking choosing. I gotta get rich before I die.
Right now I am on my way to my friend's place, and I'm on ORR, to be honest. I was supposed to meet Mrinal, but I did not meet him. Anyways, today I met a client who paid us for branding. Awesome meeting. He was such a sweet person. I had a great time. As a matter of fact, he even gave me a shitload of ideas of how I can go ahead with my business. I mean, he knows it's a startup, so obviously he was looking forward to help me out. Amazing. He gave me good information about how can I proceed and who can I approach. So look at this. He paid me for branding, and also he was very interested in helping me out with my own business. So that is an interesting approach by that person. Anyway, so this is the concept of branding. Anyone who pays us for branding, right, we give back 40% worth of whatever money they've given us in the form of the kits, the Beach Papa kits. We gift it back to them so that they can gift it to their employees or business associates, or they can use it as a gifting purpose. It's a green product, so you have an environment friendly product there, and also the end result of this product is an edible plant. So it's an engaging product. Whoever uses this product is involved into it, and you'll be growing a plant out of it, right? So when you grow a plant out of it, when you'll be looking at it every single day, watering it, all you'll think of is the person who gifted you that plant. And when you get the vegetable out of it, that's again, you're only going to think about who gifted you the plant. You will actually like it. I myself grew a tomato plant last month. Every single day I was excited, and then in between I did not check upon it. My dad used to water it, but the moment I got to know there were tomatoes, it was awesome. I felt really amazing. I don't know, but it's fucking fun. So yeah, this is the thing. Whoever pays us for branding, X amount, 40% of the entire amount, we give it back to them as a gifting purpose so that they can use it anywhere. And apart from that, another colleague of mine, friend Prakash, he closed on a big ass branding deal and also an idle deal. He has been working amazingly well. He closed a branding deal with the school. Good thing. Initially they wanted to pay us smaller amount, but they ended up paying even more. Why? I'll tell you in a bit. I don't know if I can disclose, but fuck, that was a nasty hole. They gotta repair that hole, man, on ORR. Anyways, so he got a branding deal of 90k through a school. So that's an amazing thing. Again, we were on constant touch before the deals were happening. We were discussing up and down how to speak, what to deliver and stuff. He kept on saying the same thing. He can do it, and I know he can do it. Anyways, this is the thing we always focused on. Never lower your price, add more value. Why? Because we know for a fact that we will deliver more value than anyone else in the marketplace. See, that's the thing. I know you or the business you're involved with is going to spend money elsewhere, but the person who takes your money may not act upon your best interest. As far as I know, I can tell you I can deliver 100 times more than what you're expecting. And that's exactly what we've been doing. Even for the proposals which we give out to clients, they're more than happy. Why? Because we deliver so much more than they expect in the first place. So we always go for over delivering. That's been our motto, at least ours. Thanks to Grant Cardone. Never lower your price, add more value. GC, you fucking legend. Thank you for everything. His sales techniques, his sales tips, his quotes. This is the thing. I want everyone to know this. The other day a person was like, yeah, Suraj, I like your quotes on Instagram. And then, this came out. Those are only quotes unless you try them. When you live by them, they're not quotes anymore. So I guess that person got offended because, when they don't put in the work and effort, obviously they're going to get butthurt and offended. So there's that given. Apart from that, I've got a person coming in for the podcast. It is going to be awesome. I'll probably shoot it tomorrow. Talking with that person right now, so we'll have to discuss upon the time and fix it. It'll be very interesting. And the response to my last podcast was amazing. Thank you so much for watching it and sharing it. I want you guys to do it again. Anyways, but thank you once again for doing that. So podcasting is going really well. I've got a little bit of nose block in my right nostril, but apart from that, my throat is fucking pleasant. It's smooth as fuck. I feel fine. I feel normal. I was feeling kind of weak yesterday, but then not anymore. I woke up as usual, did my meditation, and my energy states were going off the charts. But after my first workout in the morning, I went back home. I was just sitting on the couch and I didn't want to hit the gym, to be honest, today. So I was just trying to see and find reasons for not hitting the gym. And you know how the fucking universe works. I get a call from the guy with whom I work out. He called me up and he says, Suraj, I won't be coming in the morning, I'll be going in the evening. So I had another reason not to hit the gym. And then another friend of mine, Ritik, he was supposed to come at the same timing, but he called me up saying he's going to get delayed. 40-minute delay. So I was like, nah, it's not worth going to the gym today. So I was about to give up, but then I was like, fuck it. You're making up too many excuses. Stop doing that shit. So I hit the gym anyways. But I worked out for probably not 2 hours, 1.5 hours, or yeah, I would say 1.5 hours. Why? Because I was working out slowly. I didn't want to work out, but I was in the gym, so I might as well work out. I was working out very slowly. I got my shoulder and my leg workout in. So fine, I finished both my workouts in the morning. So this is the thing, you have these constant battles every single day. Do not fucking give in to them. Do not give in to them. You have methods and techniques. How can you prevent it from happening? You can start listening to podcasts or motivational shit. It is going to drive you into a state where you are going to act on your best interest. Even though you hate it, you will act in your best interest because the result is something you want. When you want the result really bad, you would go the extra mile, especially on the days you don't want to go. Today's story, the thing which I put on Instagram was also similar to this. David Goggins. Being your best, especially when you are least motivated, that's the thing. That's what separates you from all the people. And yeah, I literally did not want to hit the gym, and then I saw that picture. There are a lot of sheep right now here. Yeah, so I really did not want to hit the gym today, and then I saw that picture, and then I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Suraj. Go match your actions with your words, and that's exactly what I did. I was in the gym, finished my workout, I felt amazing. I felt happy for going to the gym first place. And then yeah, my day rolled out as usual. I went home, ate my food, had to make a couple of calls. This thing, make 3 calls every day. Make 3 calls every day to a potential customer. Why? Do that for 10 days, you have 30 people, you're calling 30 people. Do that for a month. The number is going to just compound and increase like hell. And you have no clue the amount of return or the amount of business that person may get you. Just look at it, the person who paid for branding, he himself was telling me he loved this concept and he wanted to help me out further. Not only with this product, just in general, for the business. So that was something very interesting and that was so sweet of him. You never know where can you get your help from. Never fucking stop. All of this I've been telling you from my own experience. I read this online, I saw this online, I started doing this 3 calls a day. It was by Grant Cardone. I started doing that. There's a video of him which was titled Sales Training. 30-minute video, I guess. I watched that. In that, he just call 3 people every single day. He actually told about 10 people, I guess, but then I stuck to 3. Again, just use it in your comfort zone, man. Whatever you're doing, use it. So in that, he gave a sales script, what to say, how to say, when to say, and then the number of calls you've got to make. I did that shit and it worked out. Prakash, it has worked out insanely well for Prakash. He's been getting insane amount of calls, insane amount of business through just calling 3 people a day. So you have another proof there. Anyway, so I'm about to reach my friend's house. I'll probably end the video.